Hello, and welcome to Oracle NetSuite version 2018 Release 2. The 2018.2 release has a number of features of interest for general businesses. This video will touch on a few of the features you might be interested in. Be sure to review the 2018.2 release notes for a full list of upcoming features and to find out more details on what benefits they can provide. As we continue to deliver more global financial capabilities, let me cover some of the highlights in the 18.2 release. In Release 18.2, NetSuite continues to advance towards continuous reconciliation with this new functionality. Account reconciliation has been redesigned to separate the matching activity from reconciliation, as well as bring some capabilities from the old reconciliation page to the new design. The previous version, Reconcile Account Statement, followed the same concept, but for 18.2 has been split into two pages. 1. Confirm transaction matches, only matching and reviewing matches, and 2. Reconcile account statement, only for reviewing cleared transactions, confirming which cleared transactions you want in a statement, and lastly, closing the statement. The Custom GL Lines plugin modifies the general ledger impact of standard and custom transactions. You can use the Custom GL Lines plugin to comply with a wide range of global accounting standards by applying custom transaction logic that adds lines to the NetSuite GL impact page. Currently, NetSuite will run custom GL plugins in closed financial periods. Custom GL plugins run in the background, and in most cases, changes to closed data will not occur. There are instances, however, where a change in a non-general ledger edit of a transaction impacts the general ledger. In Release 18.2, a new feature will allow users, partners, or on-site customer plugin developers to specify that the plugin should not run in closed periods and keep the original closed general ledger information intact. In Release 18.2, NetSuite has provided further enhancements for global businesses. You can now automate the generation of consolidation, income statement closing, and balance sheet closing journal entries to satisfy the international market requirements, including, but not limited to Germany, France, Mexico, and Brazil. But this capability is also equally as consumable in any business. Period End Journals enables users to post period end journals to record consolidation and year-end closing journals, and run certain financial reports that reflect these transactions. In 2018.1, we released the multi-subsidiary customer feature, which provides businesses the ability to have a single customer record across subsidiaries, enabling them to streamline customer records and manage customers across multiple subsidiaries more efficiently. In Release 18.2, enhancements to the multi-subsidiary feature provides the ability to customize the relationship record for subsidiary machine on both the customer and the vendor record. For example, flexibility of per-subsidiary attributes defined by the user. The 18.2 enhancements also provide mass creation update of customer-vendor subsidiary assignments by CSV import of relationship records and allow basic saved search for the customer and vendor subsidiary relationship records. Matching of a GL account, or AP or AR, is an accounting operation consisting of assigning one or several GL entry lines with other GL entry lines for the same account, or for the same account and name if it is AP or AR. The sum of the entries to the credit being equal to the sum of the debit entries. The aim is to associate activities, for example, the association of an invoice and its payments plus adjustment, and to see which operations remain unassociated. In the 18.2 release, we're extending the functionality to include additional custom records and transaction forms to accommodate the lettrage function for the French market, which is part of the expected suite of functionality for France and impacts directly on the creation of the French Statutory Tax Audit File, FEC, which is a requirement by law. By providing the functionality required for lettrage, we are also accommodating the wider requirement for the other countries as well. The enhancement is also designed to cover transaction matching in general. Let's move on to the highlights in professional services automation. Many of our customers provide employees with corporate credit cards for managing their business expenses for travel and subsistence when mobile. In response to this growing trend, we've released new functionality to support the entry and management of expenses with corporate credit cards as standard in NetSuite. Default credit card accounts can be set up at multiple levels and ultimately overwritten in the expense report itself if necessary. Also in that screen, the user is supported to set all rows as corporate card entries for speed, efficiency, and ease of use. All entries are then updated to the GL and added to the account reconciliation screen automatically. Employees who submit expense reports often like to do this over time, making entries and saving the submission until later, for example, at the end of the month, rather than completing the entire report at one time. NetSuite supports this complete later practice as standard, but until now, not for customers who prefer to create their own custom approvals. In this release, custom approvals are also supported for expense reports to be completed later by the addition of a new approval state and changes to the expense report screen to improve the experience for the user. Previously, estimated work was recalculated to reflect any variances between time actual worked and time planned as the project forecast. Some customers expressed a desire to enhance this powerful capability with a fixed baseline project plan for the duration of the project in order to monitor project progress against the baseline plan as well as the forecast. In response to this request, we've provided an option to add planned work as the fixed baseline plan and optionally to link this to percent completion for project billing and revenue recognition based on project progress, giving customers the choice to take whichever approach is more suitable to them. Project managers can easily monitor how a project is progressing by reviewing actual work performed against the planned work set in a fixed baseline plan. Project finance managers can also use this planned work for percent completion calculations in project billing and revenue recognition. Resource management requires a complete, holistic picture of resource availability for the user, project manager, or resource manager to be guided to make the correct allocation decisions. We've integrated time-off management in HCM with resource allocation to give the user that complete picture. In the resource allocation chart grid, color coding advises the user that a resource is unavailable due to time off. If the user continues to allocate a resource for a date and time booked for time off, the system will warn the user but not prevent them from continuing to allocate, allowing user discretion where necessary to override the warning, for example, where off-system negotiations have taken place. Let me now cover the highlights in the Procure-to-Pay area. Suite approval workflow is key to efficiently managing complex projects and partnerships while maintaining a secure operating environment. The suite approval enhancements in this release focus on leveraging suite approvals for the engineering change order feature while improving the journal entry approvals. Suite approvals offers templates that the users can select to build upon, or they can create entirely new workflows where required. Using Suite Approvals 2.0, the Workflow Approvals feature, you can identify exactly who has to be involved in approving the change. The enhancement provides flexibility, transparency, and effective communication on all required coordination across all departments involved in the approval process, while changing anything on an assembly item's bill of materials and approval rules for journal entries. Several countries require that the status of inbound payments are recorded for commercial payments. With this new feature, status of in-transit payments, also known as two-stage payments, will be tracked internally and accounts payable relieved appropriately. Without this feature, companies operating in those countries had to manually track the status of the receiving bank deposit and manually manage their accounts or use a partner solution. In the 18.2 release, bill payment transactions created will remain as non-posting until the user receives confirmation from the bank that payments were successfully deposited. This feature provides the user with the capability to confirm these non-posting transactions in an automated way. Users can confirm in-transit vendor payments by manually matching them with bank transactions if they were not already auto-matched by the intelligent transaction matching engine. Users can do this at the same time as matching not in-transit transactions as part of the regular reconciliation workflow. In-transit payments are marked with an icon that looks like a flying dollar bill. For this feature, only vendor payments can be in transit. On the Review Matches tab, users can see all matches, whether they were auto-matched or manually matched. In the next section, I'll cover highlights in the Human Capital Management area. We've added several new enhancements to the time-off functionality in the 18.2 release. Being able to accurately manage employee time is an essential HR function. Employees value their time off, and they can now avoid losing valuable time off with alerts that inform them that their time off balance is about to expire. HR administrators can increase their productivity by automatically adding time off type to time entries and weekly timesheets on approval. This reduces the need to switch between the timesheet view and time off to cross-reference hours tracked and improves reporting. Companies can gain greater insight into who is available for which projects and tasks. You can now refine reporting by mapping time off to project and task type using either projects for customer work or internal projects for time off, which allows for time tracking reporting with time off included even when the user doesn't have permission to see leave requests. In this release, we're giving payroll administrators more control over which account types payroll items can be posted to. This aids in better process flow, allowing deductions to be posted to expense accounts, in addition to liability accounts. Additionally, earnings can also be posted to liability accounts, in addition to expense accounts. We're excited to announce the new Suite Analytics Workbook solution in beta mode. NetSuite has been a leader in delivering embedded analytics, enabling our customers to drive actionable analysis, enforce business processes, and gain meaningful insight into company performance across multiple departments, teams, and subsidiaries. We're taking our analytics to the next level. In addition to reports and saved searches, we're excited to announce the beta release of the new Suite Analytics Workbook solution. The new user interface has been designed so that business users with limited or no technical knowledge of record schemas and query language can quickly and easily create complex queries through actions such as drag and drop editing. The new Suite Analytics Workbook provides users with unique business insights and powerful decision-making capabilities by delivering a suite of customization options to enable rich formatting and visualization of the data, including pivot table capabilities. With the new Suite Analytics Workbook, everyone in your organization can be a power analyst with self-service business intelligence, ensuring that your organization is data-driven. Let's wrap up with platform highlights. Your company administrator now has the ability to easily define and create custom field-level help within NetSuite for standard fields. Field-level help appears when you click on the field label. This can be used to tailor the help fields to your company's domain and business purposes. You can add the description for English as well as other languages supported by the user interface. Administrators or users with the full level of the customized field-level help permission can edit or remove the custom help for a field. There are many new and improved features in 2018 Release 2, and these were just the highlights. To learn more about the new features I covered and the many that I didn't have time for, please visit your new release portlet and read the release notes. It's also a great idea to make sure you access your preview account when it's made available to you. This is a great way to see hands-on how the new features work with your own data. It's a free part of the service you get as a NetSuite customer, and we really encourage you to take advantage of your release preview access period. Enjoy this amazing new release.